I speak 9 languages, the black boy said proudly. The millionaire laughed but was left in shock. Rick Sullivan burst out laughing just as the 12-year-old boy lifted his chin and declared clearly, I speak 9 languages fluently. His laugh, harsh and metallic, echoed across the black marble-clad office on the 52nd floor of Sullivan Tech headquarters, overlooking Manhattan like a river of stars. Rick tilted his wrist slightly so that his $80,000 PC Philippe caught the light, a reminder to everyone that he stood above them. The walls were lined with paintings worth more than entire blocks of houses. Beneath his feet, the carpet swallowed footsteps whole. Send them in, Rick said into the gold-plated intercom. The secretary's voice replied, Carmen Johnson and her son are here to clean. The glass doors slid open. Carmen pushed the supply cart, her dark blue uniform neat and pressed. Beside her was Marcus, a thin black boy with a worn but spotless school backpack and pink shoes polished to a shine. Marcus looked around for more than a second, measuring the place where his mother had worked for 8 years but had never been allowed to truly see. Rick circled them like a shark, smelling fear. Carmen, he sneered. 8 years here, right? What's your education level? I finished high school. Only high school. Rick let out a mocking laugh, his voice cutting. Then glancing at Marcus, he added with a sly smirk, and this is the little colored boy learning how to dream big. This isn't the place for people with your skin color to dream, you know? The words seemed casual, but they carried blades hidden in velvet. Carmen lowered her head. She had survived years by making herself small, knowing every brick in this tower absorbed the muffled sighs of workers like her. But today her son stood beside her. Shame didn't flow quietly anymore. It bristled into thorns. Rick fanned out a bundle of yellowed pages. Let's have some fun. An ancient manuscript. I just want it Sabes. 5 top translators in the city gave up on it. They called it a linguistic maze. Classical Chinese, Arabic, Sanskrit, ancient Hebrew, Persian, medieval Latin. Each section in a different tongue. Hey, little boy, guess what it says? Marcus looked down at the script, his eyes tracing the complex lines. He didn't rush. Rick's eyes gleamed, thinking he had them cornered. The challenge hung in the air like a storm. But Marcus wasn't intimidated. You said the translators couldn't read it, right? He answered calmly. Can you? Rick scoffed. I'm a businessman, not a translator. Marcus looked at him steadily. Then you can't read it either. The room went still. Carmen felt a sharp breath in her chest. Her son was speaking to the man who had mocked them for years, unflinching. You mock others for not being able to read what you can't, Marcus continued. Money isn't proof of intelligence. The words struck like lightning and Rick's face flushed. He snapped back. Do public schools teach you to talk back like that? A poor black kid claiming she can read what white PhDs couldn't? Marcus didn't flinch. I speak 9 languages, he said, each word crisp and clear. Rick laughed, louder, trying to cover his uncertainty. Prove it, he sneered. Marcus didn't flinch. He took a deep breath and began listing the languages, each one spoken with precision. Spanish, native, English, fluent, Mandarin, basic, Arabic, conversational, French, intermediate, Portuguese, fluent, Italian, basic, German, conversational, Russian, basic. Each language felt like a key unlocking, a door Rick had never noticed. Carmen stood tall beside him, her heart swelling with pride. Rick's mocking laughter faltered, and for the first time, the cold confidence in his office seemed to crack. You don't believe me? Marcus asked, quietly. The New York Public Library offers free language classes after school. I studied under teachers who were once professors in their countries. They're not rich, but they're rich in knowledge. The room fell silent, the air thick with the weight of truth. Rick's gaze dropped, realizing he was out of his depth. He glanced at the ancient manuscript again, realizing it was no longer a game. Marcus had won, not with money, but with knowledge and integrity.